Until the curse bounced back in the most terrifying way. #AfricanTales #folktales my besties. Stop everything right now. Don't scroll. Don't blink. Just listen. In our Nigerian villages, when an old woman opens her mouth to curse a young bride's womb, the ancestors themselves pause. One mother-in-law did worse. She stood in her compound, pointed straight at her daughter-in-law, and shouted with venom, "Your belly will stay flat forever. No child will ever kick inside you. You are barren like dry harmattan ground." Then she laughed. Laughed so loud the chickens scattered. Laughed like she had just won a big chieftaincy title. The neighbors heard every word. The wind carried it across the village square. Even the goats stopped chewing to listen. But in our land, curses don't travel one way. They have memory. They have anger. They have return tickets stamped with double payment. This curse didn't stick to the gentle girl it was sent to. It turned sharp. It walked back home on silent feet. And when it arrived, oh my people, what happened next made strong men cover their faces. Women screamed and ran into their huts. Children hid behind their mothers' wrappers. The Dibia shook his head and said, "This one has come home to roost." This is a true life story from the heart of Imo State. Stay with me till the very end. Feel every insult. Feel every tear. Feel every terrifying kick. You will never forget this one. Let's start from the root. Many years ago, in a peaceful village called Nkwea, a quiet, hardworking girl named Ifeoma grew up under her auntie's roof. Her auntie repeated the same lesson every single evening while pounding yam. "My daughter, when you marry, your mother-in-law is your second mother. Serve her with 2 hands. Endure her words like hot pepper soup. Never raise your voice. Never argue. Patience brings children. God rewards the calm woman with a full house." Ifeoma swallowed those words like cold water on a hot day. No questions. No doubt. She believed it deep in her bones. Then heaven smiled on her. She met Chinedu at the annual church harvest Thanksgiving. He was tall, broad-shouldered, with a gentle smile that made her heart skip. He worked in Owerri as a civil servant. Only son of Momangozi. Chinedu saw Ifeoma helping the widows carry their heavy basins of fruits and vegetables. Something stirred in him. He walked up, greeted her properly, and they talked until the sun dipped low. Love came quick like morning rain. They courted for 6 months. Chinedu visited her people with kola nut and schnapps. Everything was blessed. Momangozi came for the introduction. She smiled outside, but inside her chest, fire burned slow. Why? Ifeoma's family were simple farmers. Small mud house. No big land. No connections in the city. Momangozi had dreamed of a daughter-in-law with money, education, perhaps even a car to drive her to market. "This one is too common," she whispered to her best friend at the stream the next day. "She will bring nothing but ordinary life to my only son." But Chinedu insisted. "Mama, she has a good heart. That's what matters." The wedding was beautiful under the big Iroko tree in the village square. Palm wine flowed like river. Drums beat joyfully. Women ululated. Ifeoma danced with happiness, her wrapper shining. She moved into the family compound the very next week, carrying her small box of clothes and dreams. Day 1 as wife, Ifeoma rose before the first cockcrow. She swept the entire yard until the red earth gleamed. She fetched water from the stream. She prepared bitter leaf soup exactly how Momangozi liked it, thick, with extra crayfish and stockfish. She washed Momangozi's wrappers by hand, ironed them crisp, and laid them out neatly. Momangozi tasted the soup. Frowned. "This one tastes like rainwater. You call this cooking?" Ifeoma bowed her head low. "Sorry, Mama. I will learn your hand better tomorrow." Momangozi hissed and walked away. That became the pattern. Every day brought new complaints. "The yard is still dusty. Why is my wrapper folded like a beggar's mat? You move too slow, like a pregnant snail." Ifeoma never raised her voice. Always the same soft answer, "Sorry, Mama." Forgive me. I will do better. Months turned to 1 year. No sign of pregnancy. No missed period. No morning sickness. Ifeoma touched her flat belly every night and prayed quietly. God, in your time. Mama Ngozi's patience cracked like dry firewood. She stopped pretending. At family dinner one evening, with neighbors visiting, she pointed her spoon at Ifeoma. See this girl. 1 full year and nothing. My son wastes his manhood on an empty pot. Ifeoma's eyes filled with tears, but she kept quiet. Chinedu spoke up softly. Mama, please. We are trying. The doctor said everything is fine. Mama Ngozi laughed bitterly. Doctor. What does white man's medicine know about African womb? This one is cursed or lazy. The visitors shifted uncomfortably. Some women looked at Ifeoma with pity. Others whispered, poor girl. Barrenness is heavy load. Year 2 arrived. Still nothing. Ifeoma started visiting prayer houses. She fasted. She drank holy water. She tied her wrapper tighter, hoping. One morning she felt small nausea. Hope bloomed like flower after rain. She told Chinedu in whispers. He lifted her up, spun her around the room, laughing. Finally, Mama will be happy. They told Mama Ngozi that evening. For 1 second her eyes softened. Then she shrugged. We shall see. Many false alarms confessed. 3 months in, Ifeoma's belly began to round small. Neighbors congratulated her at the stream. Gave her extra firewood. Said, God has remembered you. Then one terrible night, sharp pain stabbed her like hot knife. Ifeoma screamed. Blood soaked the mat. Chinedu rushed her to the small clinic on his motorcycle. The nurse shook her head. The baby is gone. Ifeoma cried until her voice cracked. Chinedu held her tight, tears in his own eyes. Mama Ngozi came to the clinic the next day. Stood at the door. Looked at Ifeoma on the bed. Smiled small smile. See. I told you. Empty pot can never hold soup for long. Chinedu begged. Mama, stop. She is hurting. Mama Ngozi shrugged again. Truth hurts more than lie. The compound women started gossiping louder. At the stream, don't sit near that one. Barrenness spreads like bad market. At church, perhaps she offended somebody's chi. Ifeoma still served. Still cooked. Still called Momami every morning with smile forced from deep inside. 6 more months passed. Another pregnancy. Hope returned cautious. Again 3 months. Again pain. Again blood. Again loss. This time Mama Ngozi stood outside the room while Ifeoma cried. She clapped her hands slowly. 2 times now. This girl is finished business. Chinedu, my son, listen to your mother. Send her back to her people. I will find you a real woman who can give me grandchildren. Plenty. Chinedu shouted for the first time. Mama, she is my wife. Not goods in market. Mama Ngozi hissed. Wife without child is decoration. Useless decoration. The village whispers grew. Young girls pointed. Old women shook heads. Too much endurance can kill a person inside. Christmas came. Big family gathering in the compound. Goat slaughtered. Rice and stew plenty. Children ran around playing. Palm wine in calabashes. Mama Ngozi drank a little extra. Stood in the middle of the compound with wrapper tied high. Raised her voice so all could hear. Listen, everybody. This barren girl has wasted 6 good years of my son's life. No grandchild. No heir to carry my name. Tomorrow I go to Owerri myself. I will bring back a fresh girl who knows how to open womb. She pointed at Ifeoma sitting quietly in corner. You hear me? Pack your things small. Your time is up. Guests murmured. Some laughed awkwardly. Others looked away. Ifeoma only whispered, "Mama, God knows best." That night Ifeoma knelt by her bed till dawn. "God, if this is my portion, give me strength to carry it. But don't let evil laugh forever." Then came the New Yam Festival. The biggest celebration in Kwe. Village square packed. Masquerades danced wildly. Women in bright geli and beads. Men in agbada. Drums thundered. Palm wine flowed free. Mama Ngozi wore her best lace blouse and wrapper. Geli tied proud. She danced in the center, telling everybody who cared to listen, "My son will soon marry proper wife. The barren one is yesterday news. No more empty house." She laughed loud again. Threw her head back. Spun. Suddenly she stopped dead. Hand flew to her belly. Face twisted like pain. "Oh. Oh. What is this fire?" Her stomach began to swell. Slow at first. Then faster. Like somebody pumping air inside balloon. Bigger. Rounder. Tighter. Like woman carrying 4 babies at 9 months. But Mama Ngozi was old. 60 plus. Long past childbearing years. She screamed. Fell to the red sand. Roared. "My belly. It's moving. Babies kicking. Angry babies. People scattered like leaves in storm. Children wailed. Women covered mouths. Men tried to hold her down, but she trashed. Her stomach grew more. Skin stretched thin like drum membrane. She shouted in strange voice, deep and not her own, "You sent me to wrong place. Wrong womb. Now I come home. We are many. We are angry." The village Dibia, old man feared for his power, ran from his shrine. Pushed through crowd. One look at Mama Ngozi rolling and screaming. He shook his head slow. "This is the curse you paid for." It bounced back double. "The children you blocked from Ifeoma's womb, now they live in you. They fight to come out." Mama Ngozi cried like small baby. Tears mixed with sand on her face. "Ifeoma. Where is Ifeoma? Call her. Tell her forgive. Save me. I beg." Ifeoma pushed through the crowd. Her wrapper dusty from running. Knees trembling. She knelt beside the old woman. "Mama." Her voice soft, broken. "I forgive you. From the bottom of my heart. I hold no grudge." The moment Ifeoma's hand touched Mama Ngozi's, the swelling began to shrink. Slow. Painful. Like air leaking from tire. The kick stopped. The strange voice faded. Screams quieted to whimpers. Dibia raised his staff high for all to hear. "The curse is broken. But listen well. Every New Yam festival, when drums start, this pain will visit her again. Small reminder. Never mock another woman's womb. Never send evil to another's joy. Words have legs. Curses have eyes." From that day everything changed. Mama Ngozi became quiet. She helped Ifeoma in the kitchen without complaint. Carried water for her. Called her "my daughter" with real warmth. Prayed with her every morning at dawn. And 9 months later, Ifeoma's labor came strong. The whole village waited outside. Chinedu paced. Mama Ngozi knelt and prayed louder than anybody. 3 boys came out crying loud. Triplets. Healthy. Strong lungs. Dark hair. Perfect. The compound erupted in joy. Women ululated till throats hoarse. Men fired guns in air. Drums beat victory. Mama Ngozi carried 1 baby boy. Tears streamed down her wrinkled face. "Thank you, God. Thank you, Ifeoma. I was blind. Forgive an old fool." Ifeoma smiled through her own tears. "Mama, we are family now." Every New Yam festival after that, when the masquerades dance and drums thunder, Mama Ngozi holds her stomach for one small moment. Remembers the kicks. Remembers the terror. Never laughs at pain again. My besties, this is the bittersweet truth of our land. Never use your tongue to curse another's blessing, especially a woman's womb, because what you send out returns heavier, sometimes in screams, sometimes in swelling, always in lesson. Happy New Yam to all my people celebrating. Thank you for sitting under this moonlight with me. Thank you for crying when Ifioma cried. Thank you for screaming when Mama Ngozi screamed. Thank you for rejoicing when those 3 boys arrived. I love you people so much. You are my family. If this story shook your spirit, share it right now. Send to that sister enduring silent wahala from mother-in-law. Send to any woman mocked for her womb. Hit that thumbs up if karma touched you today. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the bell so you never miss another true life tale that hits deep. Eat plenty pounded yam, egusi soup, and something sweet for me tonight. Until I bring the next shaking story your way, bye for now, my besties. Sleep well.